Damn it, A24. I really thought you guys were going to have a flawless year. Better luck next year, I guess. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. So Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is a new thriller comedy directed by Helena Rajin. Let me just say, I am so sorry if I butchered that name. I tried to look up how to pronounce it and couldn't find a pronunciation anywhere. So, I'm sorry. And this movie is made by A24 Pictures, the same studio that gave us X and Men. X-Men? No? Yeah, that was kind of a lame joke. But the setup for this film is rather simple. You got your group of young people hanging out in a giant-ass house. They decide to play a game where one of them is playing a killer. The lights go out, and lo and behold, it appears that one of them is actually killing them for real. Now the rest of them have to figure out who it is and, well, stop them. Pretty standard premise that I think we've kind of seen time and time again by this point. And I was really looking forward to Bodies, Bodies, Bodies because A24 Pictures has made some banger films in 2022. And instead of leaving the theater happy, I kind of left the theater a little dumbfounded. I really was not that impressed with this. You know, maybe I just don't get the movie, or maybe I'm just missing something. And don't get me wrong, the movie does have some things that I enjoyed. I enjoyed a lot of the banter between the characters, and I think the more comedic moments of this movie do land, but all of that was just not enough to me. I mean, something about this movie just felt like it was missing. It could just be that I've seen plenty of these Clue-like movies in the past, and maybe I'm just a little sick of this premise by now. While it does feel like a retread, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies just feels so uninspired in every way. I've seen plenty of reviews saying, oh, this movie's just a satire of horror and slasher films. I don't see it. Comedy in a horror film does not equal satire. It doesn't. Scream is a satire of horror and slasher films. This movie is just a very underwhelming thriller with an occasional laugh thrown in. First of all, the actors. I think the actors do a fine enough job, but the thing is, none of them are particularly that interesting. If anything, they're more annoying and obnoxious more than anything else. I just didn't like any of them because they're all assholes that are just very prone to stabbing each other in the back the moment the cards are down. A lot of red herrings in this film, let me tell you. And the movie tries to give every single one of them their own personalities and their own backgrounds in an attempt to flesh them out, but it really doesn't work. The only one that really stuck out was Pete Davidson's character, and even then, he's just an asshole douchebag the entire time. Or maybe he's just playing himself, I'm not sure. Now I will say, the tone and atmosphere does work for most of the time. When the lights are out and they're all creeping through the house, clumped together in one big group, it is very claustrophobic. I mean, I never felt scared or freaked out though, mainly because these characters just scream and yell at each other to the point of annoyance. Even the kills in this movie feel very underwhelming, and that's sad because I love good and creative kills in movies like this. And there is a certain level of mystery around who is the person that is killing every single one of them off, but I kind of feel like that's where the movie starts to fall apart. With A24 horror films or thrillers, I'm always kind of expecting some kind of twist or underlying message. And depending on how that's executed, that thing can really make the movie or it could break the movie entirely for me. With Bodies, 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 I didn't get any of that. In fact, it ends so abruptly in such a way that you just kind of feel lost when it's over. I will say the movie does have a twist that is pretty funny when they reveal what it is, but the twist itself never really answered any of the questions that I had towards the end of the movie. It's kind of left open to interpretation, but I kind of feel like it's undeserved because by the time the movie ends, there's not enough left for us to think about to formulate our own explanation for what's going on. From what I took away from it and just the way it looked, to me, it looked like there was no killer at all. The lights went out, and of course, because these characters are so stupid and clumsy, they just accidentally started killing themselves off. Falling down the stairs and breaking their necks, or slipping and landing on a sharp blade. What? And if that's the case, I'm a little even more upset now because the movie just wasted my time. In the end, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is the first flop that A24 has given me in 2022. I really wanted to like this movie, but it just didn't have anything going for it that grabbed me like X or Men did. I'm hoping that Pearl is at least a hit when it comes out, because if it is, then I can kind of look back on this movie and forgive A24. But until then, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is just bad. Like coleslaw. Alright, thank you guys so much for joining me on my review for Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I won't waste any more of you guys' time, but the next review after this is on The Gray Man, so do keep an eye out for that video, and I have screenings for Fall and Beast coming up this week as well, so keep an eye out for those videos and those reviews in the near future. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and as always, I'm the Unbiased Movie Nerd. I'm saying peace, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace out, everybody.